It's time to bring you a special story for tonight. Have you ever tried to imagine what life would look like if you couldn't see, not for just a few minutes, but for over 10 years? That's the reality for John Paul and Mary, a couple who have lived in total darkness for more than a decade. Yet, in their darkness, they have found light, raising a child and building a life together against all odds. Our correspondent, Helen Osamide-Akins, spends time with the family and brings us their inspiring story of love, resilience, as well as courage. Enjoy it.
You are beginning, you are the ending. You are beginning, you are the ending. Bawanda Kamarsa, Bawanda Kamarsa.
38-year-old John Paul was just a little boy when his world went dark. Measles took his sight, but not his spirit. Determined not to let blindness define him, John enrolled in a school for the blind, learned new skills, and built a new life through courage and resilience. And then came Janet, his wife, his partner, and like him, visually impaired. Together they have built a world guided not by sight, but by sound, touch, and memory. Curious about how they navigate their everyday life, we took a trip to Kuje, one of Abuja's area councils.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Welcoming us with warm smiles, John and Janet led our crew into their mother's home. Every step carefully measured, every memory graceful in its precision.
So they should be talking.
Once settled, the couple opened up about their journey, the struggle, the strength, and the love that lights up their world, even in darkness.
It was when I was a baby. When I grew up, my mom told me it was a measles. That is one of those illnesses that does affect babies, and they did not realize it on time, and from there the thing started overflowing, and although they make an attempt to see that they clear it up with some herbal nature, so but all to no avail, still was just keep on radiating from left to right and all of that. So I grew with it. It's like my parents were somehow tired with it, so they have to they give up, and they couldn't further any more treatment. The state of the eyes right now, actually I can sight little with it, and actually it's like I said, but that of the right eye is no more, because at the course of the operation, the right eye, according to the doctor, has been damaged, and they cannot do anything about it. So what they do was to discharge the eyes and leave it like that completely.
Around 2014, something entered my eye while I was sleeping. So I started feeling pain on the side, on the eye, and with it I'll go and be buying some eye drop from all these chemists to apply, and I don't know that those ones is not even the best for me to use. A prophet for them to pray and see. So they told her it's something attack. So they said I should do some prayer. So me, I was like, she took me back to Kano Hospital, one of the hospitals in Kano. So she took me there. That they did not bring me to the hospital on time. The site has already been damaged, and the right site has already affected the second site.
Through Braille assistive technology and sheer determination, John and Janet have built a life that many would call extraordinary. What began as simple friendship soon blossomed into something deeper, love. In December 2023, surrounded by family and friends, they said "I do," sealing their bond in a beautiful ceremony filled with joy and hope. A year later, their joy doubled. They welcomed their baby boy, Dominion John Paul. But then came a new question: how do you care for a child you can't see? For John and Janet, it was just another challenge to embrace. With touch as their guide, routine as their structure, and intuition as their compass, they learned the art of parenting, one heartbeat, one gentle moment at a time.
When I touch the baby, I know this is the part of the baby. Like when I touch the head, I know this is head. When I touch the eye, I know this is eye. And he has what they call in the front of the head then. He has oka in the front of the head then. So if I want to bathe him, there is mostly the head. I'll just bend the head to wash the head so that the water will not enter the hole. When they were dressing him then, I will be the one to go and select clothes for them, because if they dress him, I will not like the way they dressed him. So I will be the one to go and pick the clothes so that they will wear him and dress him well. Like my husband can't even identify clothes like the way I do. When they bought the clothes, I will ask, what color is this one? What color is this one? So after they tell me, so I've already know this is the color and this is the color, this is how it will match.
Finding a job wasn't easy for John Paul. After losing his sight, doors that once seemed to open quickly began to close. But instead of giving up, John chose to use his greatest gift, his voice.
I'm into music. I do music. I have this inspiration in music, and I joined choir from my local church where I was 10 before I moved into Kuje. So I now have that passion to sing. From there, I have music which a song that I just composed. So from there, I do, like when there is concert, maybe in any gathering or maybe the church having a program, I do go around there just to create this awareness, and also to let them know that at least I have something in mind, or there is this ability in disability. So at myself, there are those who are interested. At times, those who are invited to the program, they do invite me to their own church. So from there, I get appreciated after administration, and that is how from there, and some spiritual people ask me some questions, and from there I get to help myself in school and so on. I search through the lily, the deep and the universe. I start through the sea, the lily and the valley. Bawanda Kamarsa, Bawanda Kamarsa.
Music became not just as a passion, but his livelihood, a way to inspire, to learn, and to live with purpose. For Paul, Janet, and little Dominion, life may not be without challenges, but their story proves that love, courage, and determination shine brighter than sight itself. A reminder, too, of the urgent need for better eye care services to prevent others from walking the same difficult paths. Their neighbor Gertrude Inka says she never stopped being amazed by how effortlessly the couple go about their lives, calling them a true power couple.
And initially, I didn't know that Mommy Ope was not seeing, because the way she dressed, she can dress, and husband would dress her. So it was only her husband I knew that he's not seeing. I don't know that she can't even see at all. Because if they are stepping now, she will owe her, he will owe her, they play as if two people, even sometimes if I'm in, I will just be looking at them through the window that these people that did not have eye are even playing love than me that have 4 eye. I say, okay. When I'm calling Mommy Okpe, she can hear me, she know my voice. Even when I'm passing, it feels that I'm the one passing. Even without even greeting her, she will know that I'm around.
John's younger brother, Ojima, has known his brother's blindness all his life, but what he sees most is his kindness and strength.
When they first say they want to marry, we're asking what's the status of her. They say she's blind and so on. Our people were just deliberating that maybe this marriage won't work, this, that. But thank God, I got married.
Days later, my curiosity led me to an optometrist to understand how just dangerous traditional eye medicine can be and why many still use it.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, welcome.
I met Dr. Njezi Chinedu, chairman of the Nigerian Optometrics Association, FCT chapter.
Measles can actually lead to corneal scarring due to the virus that causes it, and that in turn leads to blindness. And for things entering the eye, most times it's actually not the item that enters the eye, but the actions the person takes immediately that happens. And that's where we talk about traditional eye medications, which are things, practices, or substances that we use naturally to feel to alleviate our symptoms. And when it comes to the eye, you see people putting things like plant sap, urine, alcohol, battery acid, cassava water, and a lot of things. So it's important to know that the outer part of the eye, which is called the cornea, is responsible for about 65 to 75% of a person's vision. And these things we apply to the eye actually go and rest on the cornea, which is meant to be a transparent surface. Now, when these things make the cornea opaque, that results to partial or total blindness.
He explained how cultural beliefs, high medical costs, and limited access to healthcare push many to rely on unsafe traditional remedies, often devastating results. A study from the University of Benin Teaching Hospital reveals that 54.9% of patients presenting with eye issues had used plant-based traditional medicine, and more than half of them developed serious complications. Some even lost their eyes completely.
David.
Life has not been easy financially for John and Janet, but they have built a world full of warmth and love, proving that happiness isn't about what you see, but what you feel.
During my pregnancy, things are not easy because, in short, there was a time, there will be some time, maybe I'll be hungry, there will be no food, I'll even drink curry. Also, house rent. Mostly times of house rent, it is not easy for us. And we are also looking for a way to get our own house.
Standing here in Kuje, it is hard not to be inspired by Paul and Janet's journey. Though robbed of their sight, they continue to see possibilities where others might see obstacles, reminding us that resilience can turn darkness into light. For this remarkable family, contentment is their compass and hope is their direction as they look forward to a brighter tomorrow. Helen Osamede Kings, TVC News, Abuja.
Bye-bye.
Indeed, it's a story of what you may call capacity in incapacity, and hopefully this story inspires those who may find themselves in similar situation. Well, that's